Oh my goodness. It might help if I add myself to the stream, huh? So let me know if y'all can hear me now.
StreamYard or whatever.
Jason, I'll get to it in just a second. We're having some technical difficulties. Shocker. So I'm having to navigate from my phone, and I. Okay. Thank you. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and now that the computer's back up, I am going to add myself from my computer because I do not know how to use this right here, right now. Thank you. Y'all can hear me. All right, y'all. I've been talking for a little bit and I'm like, why? What's going on? So there's nothing opposite about this. Nothing. This is regular, everyday, normal. Anyways, and my phone is terrible with the notifications. So I'm going to do a little bit of acrobats and I'm going to move around back to my chair. Like I went to go, it was literally, I swear, I'm not even making this up. It was like 5:36 and I actually was sitting in my chair and I was like, oh my God, I'm actually going to be on time. And I should know better than to say that because that's like challenging the damn universe. They're like, hold my beer. Anyways, so let me try and get up on the internet. So I do apologize. How's everybody's day been? I can't see chat though. I feel bad for asking. Just give me a few seconds here. I can play some background music for y'all. I did learn that earlier. It's called Feed the Ducks. Okay. This is horrible. One day I'll be a good hostess. One day. Come on. This thing is slow as molasses. X. Okay. Not much longer. Oh my gosh, my computer's being so slow. me stop that. My computer is being so slow. And I've noticed that on my streams, it's just been lagging so bad. So, I don't know what's up with that. Hold on, I'm trying to get in still. So we do spend the rest of our lives trying to get back in, eh? Oh, right. I noticed that today on StreamYard. It's a play whatever background music. I was like, what? And it's Feeding the Ducks is the name of the little song. So I was like, uh-oh, I got to do that for Tammy. We got to feed the ducks. Okay, now I am in there. Let me try and get where I need to be. God. I'm so sorry, guys. This sucks. Especially when you have like I've had all day. We even took a little trip to Cameron, Louisiana. Which is, it's right by the Gulf Coast. It's right by the Gulf of Mexico. It was very, very blasé today. Very, very overcast. Okay. Let me focus. Because I'm just taking longer. Why can't I find it? Oh my gosh, this is horrible. This is like one of my worst. I hate this. Let's see. Okay, finally, StreamYard, yay. All right, now I'm going to have to do some muting and ducking and dodging, or it's going to echo, but I'll be transferring. Let's see. Oh, thank y'all so much for being so damn patient. Y'all are the best, I swear. Y'all are the best. I swear, if it wasn't for bad luck, I'd have none at all. But at least I'm alive. What's that saying? I remember it from The Help. You was kind. You was smart. That's what I feel like right now. Okay. Now, God, please don't let all my other devices have this open on it and it just echo crazily. Oh my goodness. Be up and running in a little bit. My Wi-Fi, my Ethernet or whatever, it was not plugged in at all. So, I don't know. Anyways, that's none of y'all's problem. Okay, and enter studio. You get ready to mute this, baby? Okay. Let me add. Okay, now let me subtract. Remove. Okay. Uh-oh. I hate these things. Okay. Woo! Crap. It's so good to see y'all. It is so good to see y'all. Holy crap. I've been to the bottom of the portal and back. You ever watch Poltergeist when she comes in the bathtub or whatever and she's all, whoa. That's what I feel like right now. Oh my goodness. This was terrible. But again, it's part of the damn journey, huh? So, I don't know. I just kind of wanted to, opposite day. I know, DJ, it's not. So everything's opposite besides me being on me being late. That's normal. That's normal. Anyways, so, oh, sorry. I'll get there. Y'all see my picture I had made in the back? It's the only one I have of Tylee, JJ, and OBSERVANCE. And so I know it's not a very good, like, pixel or whatever, but I went ahead and had that made. And I like it. Maybe one day I'll have a wall behind me. Until then, it will be there. So, I'm about to fall. That would be awesome. That's definitely YouTube TV worthy, right? Bop! Oh my goodness. So, I've been just busy today. And I would have been here sooner. I was like, I might even just surprise them and just come on early, but I don't even put that kind of what is it, language into the universe. So thank you. Y'all are beautiful too. Oh, and I'm so thank you for I have it printed somewhere. Allegedly. I did. I printed it. So I can remember because there's not many, but it's awesome. So I have no idea what I'm doing with Patreon. So we're going to do this together. I just know that I have I have a lot to share. And so I don't know. I'll get with Robbie. That's who I need to get with. I need to get with Robbie Boyd. And he's offered so many times. Oh, I missed you too. I look refreshed. Whew. I feel like I just came out of a dumpster fire. It's hot over here. Sweating. Thank you. Yeah, maybe it is opposite day. Thank you. Appreciate it. I don't know. I just was like, hey, we can just kind of just open the platform, and that's where it's opposite, kind of ish. And y'all can do this. Like, y'all talk. I'll listen. I'll try. I'll try not to butt in. So I don't know who's actually, I'll just throw the link. After I go fetch it. I'm going to fetch it first. Yeah, you're allowed to be opposite. See? I was thinking, oh my God, I could be so morbid with the thumbnail, right? Oh, and just put, there's these pictures I have, that we've seen of Chad at his, when they were interring his wife of 29 years, smiling, just, oh. And then there's Lori right after Uncle Charles, and she's all, sorry, neighbors, and you're just like, and so I was like, it would be nice to have their 2 shots together of them happy the day their spouses were snuffed out. And then them now. I have these pictures of them now, and they look like the damn zombies. I was like, We project, don't we? Yeah. The 20. I've got to know. I think it's Chad. Motions to. I have it around here. I have it screenshotted, and that's a web of that's a web of deceit all in itself. And I'm like, oh God, where did I put all these things? So let me copy this link, and then I'm going to paste into chat. And let's just try and do one at a time, if you can. If you want to. You don't have to be on camera. But you do have to like turn your volume down and everything so that we don't do that echo. I'll just be quiet. So, yeah. I have sent to Canada, Nettie. It cost quite a bit, but I've even talked to like mom about it, I'm like, oh my God, I don't know what to do besides. I had this lady from Australia tell me, she was like, just, one is all I need. Because I don't send just one. I send 4 to 8 to 10. It just depends. And anyways, it was like $108 last time. I was like, okay, let me slow down. So not for Canada, but for the bulk. And that was that. There's this one lady though at the post office, and Jason got her twice. She's the one that told us the 420 to 450 to 480, whatever. And so I was like, oh my God. Okay. So these yellow envelopes, 6x9s, they're about, I just say $5. Because then you have Venmo and PayPal swiping $1. And I'm like, oh goodness. Oh, my mom did? Okay. I just never go on, I never go on Facebook hardly. And I have a page. It's not all the way converted yet. It was when I was doing rustic innovations. That was what I was doing prior to this. But then I changed it to missing 7-year-old, I think. I don't even know. It was in the beginning. And I was just like, I got banned out of Facebook for the first time for sharing it, for sharing the kid's story too much. What do you mean? Make sure you vet so you don't get spammed. What green room? In the green room, show pic to prove it's a real person. Oh, yeah. That's very, very good. I actually watched what happened to Trish. And last time I streamed, there was a bunch of Cox. Alex Coxes. Hopefully not, but no. And I was like, pew, 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 but I couldn't do it fast enough. So thank God for True Crime Sushi. She came to the rescue. That was horrible. I was like, I got him. Turned out it did not. But I also had Hangouts turned on, and I never have Hangouts turned on, but I did. And so there's that. So anyways. So nobody wants to come up? I did. Y'all remember, okay, Julie Mitchell. Not Julie Marshall, but Julie Mitchell. I got some really disturbing news the other day, and I've been processing that, kind of, but now I don't know how to feel. Yeah, and this could be it, so I don't know. But we can't find an obituary on her. No. Don't know Julie Mitchell though. She's been so active in all the chats, and I've seen her and known her, not known her, but I don't know. No kidding. I know, I'm excited, I'm scared, but I know it's good. That's what change does. It just kind of, Sister Donka, you do remember the name? Well, I got a message from her. I don't know. I got a message from Julie's phone, and she said that was her mom and that she had passed away. And I was like, I don't know how to react. I just freeze, and I'm paralyzed, and I'm numb, and I just panic, kind of. It's freeze. The flight or fight, I freeze. No, Julie Marshall is from the UK. Julie Mitchell, we'd get them confused, right? Julie Mitchell would always say, "Your friend from Maryland." Okay. And I mean, I have mailed her she's bought bracelets and stuff, and she sent Christmas stuff, and I don't know. Jason looked for, I mean, we stopped paying for all the people finders and all that stuff, thank God. And, but just by looking her up on the internet, freely, he was unable to find an obituary. And so this was, it just is bothering me, She's somebody that I've seen day in and day out, pretty much. And it's just weird. It's weird timing, very weird timing. I just worry, just like I worry about y'all. Like when I don't see somebody for a while, I'm like, have you seen such and such? Still bothers me about Graham Shoe Graham. But, okay. This was Saturday. God, I was just like, I don't even think I checked it all the way. I just kind of saw the top, and I was like, oh my God, no. Oh. Hold on. Here they come, direct the date. Okay. I'm going to have to go and make Nettie. Nettie, are you up? Anyway, she said, "Hi, Cresha. This is Mallory, Julie's daughter. I wanted to let you know that she passed away." And yeah, that was at 6:44 p.m. Today's what, Tuesday? Sunday, Monday. I guess that's kind of quick. I don't know. I'm about to go hire some mods real quick, so I just can't talk. Or I can talk, but I can't really do two things at once. Yeah. So, see, I'm even doing that. Oh, I just put them in time out on accident. Okay. Hi, involuntary polymath. Oh, my glasses are right over there. Not where they're supposed to be. Okay. Let me go into YouTube. So let me mute myself. That's what I'm going to do. Because if not, I'm going to go. Y'all want some background music? I don't know if it'll play. I don't even know if it'll do it from the computer. It'll be fun. It'll be fun, they said. Y'all are like, y'all are, let's see. We'll put it back on feeding the ducks. I don't know if anybody hear it. A mute. I want to know real quick. If I mute it, can you hear the music? So, okay, now I gotta go find it to shut it off. Anyways, all right, Nettie, I threw you a wrench. I hope you're okay with it. You can throw it back at me if you want to. Won't be the first wrench I've had thrown, or I've thrown plenty. I just don't want it to hurt. I know, it was cool. It's different. I'm like, oh, well, good. So all the times I'm late, then I can just like entertain it with some elevator music. Yeah. Anyways, so what did y'all think about, or what do y'all want to talk about? Does anybody want to come up? I'll have to go back in. Jennifer Diane. Hold on. I'll throw your wrench. Just don't be throwing everybody out. I think one day we need to play a game where I throw everybody a wrench. And the last man standing. Wouldn't that be fun? Snickers, I'm always late. So we're not here for a long time. We're just here for a good time, huh? I know. Oh, we do need KJ. She's yeah. Debbie Bukes. Oh my God, I know. Okay, Jennifer. Okay. Thank you very much. All right, I'm getting out of that so I don't do the echo thing. Anyways, so how's your whole family doing? So I do want to thank, I'm trying to remember, which I'll be able to. Kathy, Robbie, Janine, and Eli. Oh, Jason. They signed up for the Patreon. And so now I'm like, oh crap. I've been like, oh, I launched it a long time ago on accident. And I was like, oh, well, you know. Oh, and modding, like, I'm okay with cussing. Come on. Unless it's like derogatory or, you know what I mean. Patreon link? No, Megan, no. Look, I have a surprise. I do. I don't. And I looked for it and I'm telling you, I am so very, not hello. But here, I'd like to say, welcome, KJ.
Are you hanging in there?
Oh, today, let's see. No, I'm happy. It's great. Woo!
Congratulations on your Patreon.
Oh my gosh. Thank you. Just gonna wing it.
Now, if everybody will realize how important that really is and how much of a step that is in the right direction.
Yeah. It's difficult, but this whole process is difficult. So that's why
I'm personally proud of you.
Thank you. I actually launched it like last year, but I did it on accident and I was like, oh my God. It's just a very different platform to work on. So it was, I don't know. It's going to take some getting used to. And I'm glad that I have such patient people who are very helpful. And I have somebody else backstage. It's Nita.
Hello, Sister Donka and Nettie and Stephanie B and Isabella Galtz.
All right. Hi. How are you doing?
Good. I've been watching your live streams since you've been live streaming, and I just wanted to say, I never chat, but I just wanted to jump on and say I love your live streams, and I hope you keep doing them. Love your voice. And you inspire me to also get up and show myself. So thanks for that. This is the first time I've ever done anything like this. So
it's hard. We're all kind of doing this.
Yeah, your courage gives me courage. So thank you.
I think it's the only thing that they're the only reason that I do this. You know, it's like I don't want no part of it. But I appreciate that. That's very let me breathe on that one. That's a very good compliment. And I'm learning how to take those.
Yeah, you're doing so well. Seeing you grow, like get better with the tech, and I'm like, I could do that. You know, Krisha could do it. She's
just trying not to be like, okay, screw it, you know, because that's what I was about. I was almost there on this one. I was like, I'm gonna be early.
Yeah,
you know, that was me being early.
Yeah,
right.
I was trying to come on 10 minutes earlier, but I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah. Well, good luck. You'd be here before me. So, well, it's very nice to meet you, and thank you so much. It just, your time to me is, it doesn't have a price on it. It's something you can never get back. And so when you invest your time, it's like when some people get through David Warwick, I feel like they need a prize. Like a freaking golden medal. Like I'm just like want to go hug them personally and just be like, good, hey, take one for the team. Thank you for your service. You know, just holy.
I'm glad other people do it and summarize it so that we don't have to all listen to the whole thing.
Right. Well, I mean, it is. It will make your insides curdle, but it's like the only way I know to really get to the bottom. I want understanding. You know, it's like I'm not going to get that. We're not going to get any of.
He froze on my end, or maybe mine froze.
Ooh, that was fun.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, I was like, why does it say that's my name? It doesn't.
Who is this right here?
This is, oh my goodness, Anita.
Hi, Anita.
This is KJ, right here in the middle.
Hi, KJ. I also enjoy listening to you.
Yeah, I love your smile. It's very sweet.
It is.
Oh, thank you. Krisha said she was sweating. I'm sitting behind a wood stove, and I am now sweat. Like I'm like,
yeah,
I should have chosen this spot.
But if I turn it up, then I'll be freezing a little bit, and I'll have to go turn it down. So whatever.
We have plenty of those wood stoves here in Tennessee.
Oh, do you? Out here, it's like where I am. It snows every single day. 5 centimeters, 6 centimeters, 10, 20.
Where are you from?
I live in Newfoundland, Canada.
Well, heck. This old country girl's a little impressed now.
Well, I'm from a big city. I just moved here, so I moved here from Toronto, which is a major city in Canada, and now I live in the woods of Newfoundland, surrounded by woods and pretty isolated. It's a complete opposite from city girl to girl in the woods.
Well, it's all to you.
In the tweens tonight here, but I mean, we still have greenery and stuff. I'm like, okay.
Oh, that's so nice.
It's weird.
So what drew you to this case, Annette?
Oh yeah.
Sorry.
What drew you to this case? I mean, why have you been following this case? I'm just curious.
What drew you in?
I guess I've been interested in true crime for a long time, and this case was just it just seemed insane, you know, from the beginning. Like there's just so many things, and you know, Lori, the mother, you don't really think mothers are gonna be involved in that kind of thing, and it's just the cult aspect. Like I worked in Utah just for a month years and years ago, and just intrigued me, because when I was there, I was like, oh, everybody's so nice, everybody's so
Yeah.
kind, and so the Mormon,
Not everybody.
yeah,
You can have an Aunt Satan in
definitely
your
not
own family
everybody.
and not even know it.
Yeah,
Oh God. Oh, what a freaking nightmare. That is just, I mean, mainly for the first year. Me? Oh, he's talking to the kids. He was saying, turn it down. I was like, really? Anyways, but I used to wake up and I would literally every day just, is this, like, think to myself, is this happening? And then I'd be like, yeah, yeah. And I don't, it's not every day now, not just every now and then. And I'm like, hey, God. But
yeah, it's unbelievable.
I love knowing or hearing people's stories, like what drew them in. Was it when Charles with Brandon? It just is such a blur to me. So I don't know.
To me, what got me was when I watched the preliminary hearing, or the hearing with Rob Wood, and Chad Daybell was there. I don't know if that
Yeah.
was what hearing that was.
August. That
But it
was
like
right after. Yeah, it was after they had found the kids. And my
Yes,
parents were there. Oh, I
yes,
wanted to be there
yes.
so bad.
That I couldn't believe it. Like, I started watching it, I couldn't believe what was happening. And then Chad's lawyer, like, the things he
Oh yeah.
says, I couldn't believe it. I was like, is that for
I was like,
real? Is
speaking
he
to the
for
damn
real?
mic.
Yeah.
Even
He
Melanie,
seemed
I
so
mean,
aggressive, and yet he couldn't speak into the mic. That I was like, dude.
oh my God, would you, judge, whatever he says all the damn time. I can't think of it right now.
Yeah, I can't
But
think of it
when
either.
Melanie,
It's like, to be honest, or like,
yeah,
quite honestly. Like, when somebody says that, they're lying. It's like,
right? I'm like,
to
you're
be
such a
honest.
narcissist. I'm so sorry, but here I am going to do it anyways. Bam.
Yeah.
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 You don't have much to work with, though.
So what are your thoughts, Annette? Where do you think this is going to lead? Do you have a hypothesis or theory on how this will all be adjudicated?
I mean, I think they definitely will be found guilty, because there's just way too much evidence based on that other hearing. If that comes forward, that's the evidence that comes forward, and the kids were found on his property. I just feel like there's no way that, I mean, I don't know if they're going to get the death sentence, but
Right.
I think they'll definitely be in jail for the rest of their lives, for sure. So I'm glad that they're in there, and there's no chance they'll be out.
It's crazy.
In my opinion.
I think there is at least a few people that feel like, they might, one or both might somehow pull something off in terms of a miracle of getting off or something, but that's just a crock. It's not going to happen.
That's all they have is technicalities. That's why I'm like,
Yeah.
I tread lightly. I really do.
The administration of this case through Judge Boyce has been smooth so far. Yes, the defense has thrown wrenches in the work time and time again, but
bringing up old shit like Julie Rope,
yeah, right.
like some plungers.
What happened to that first judge in that hearing? I really liked him. What happened to him? Why was he kicked? Like, I never, like,
I remember there's two different kind of things. Like, I thought Lori like skipped out on him because she could do that. It's like I don't know, you can skip one judge or something.
Yeah, correct.
It was a conflict of interest, and he removed himself because it was also my parents or whatever. They filed for custody so that if and when the kids were found, they had no say-so over Tylee, and really none over JJ. I mean, as far as grandparents' rights, you understand? But they did file to, like, let's say they would have found the kids in a bunker or whatever, and JJ would have to, they were trying to fight to where if that happened, he would go home with them immediately and not through the Department of Child Welfare, I guess.
Well,
So
as far as I'm concerned, as far as I'm concerned, grandparents' rights, I think across the board, it should be done. And you know, I can't speak for other countries, but I'll tell you this right now. There are a lot of people that have their grandparents to thank for such good upbringing.
Mm-hmm. Right? My mom would kick my ass. I mean, just shy of it, you know? Wow. And I'm like, yes, ma'am. But I mean, she didn't, I don't know. I wasn't a bad kid. I was a bad adult.
You're a sweetheart. You know it.
Well, yeah, I do. But people take advantage of that. I mean, are you used to? I don't know. I just don't. I got to a point where I was like an asshole. And I got so good at it that it was like gross. I was just like, you know, like I'm gonna dump you before you dump me. And it's stupid. It's stupid.
It's called growing pains, and it's
Oh,
okay.
man.
Hey, Annette, you need to throw another log on the fire.
It's so hot. Look at I'm
The
like
damn
sweating here. I'm like, oh my God.
You look great.
I know how Kresha felt when she said she came out of, what did you say? You were in
I
a,
like poltergeist when she's in
Yeah,
the
like some-
bathtub and she's all blah, blah, blah. Oh, the bottom of the portal and back.
yeah, you
I
said
don't
you're so hot. You came out of something. And I'm like, that's how I feel now. I'm like, oh, I shouldn't have put so much wood in there.
Oh, Lord. Oh, Katie H says, I can't see Chad convincing a jury. He had nothing to do with any of this, including Tammy said. I know. Yeah. I agree. I really do. We only have this much. I really am glad that it's came in little waves, even though it's huge. But it's like, it throws us back, you know, and then it's fight or flight at that moment, because then you're kind of dodging everybody, not wanting to hear the information. There's a lot of things mom still hasn't heard in all this, you know, and I'm just like, okay, you know, this is her process. This is her counseling. This is her way of doing it. I just have to respect it. This is my way. And even I find myself stutter stepping lately. You know, it just is so intense, and it's like I'm not in a damn race with anybody. You know, like I'm just like I still need to upload videos, and I was not scared, but I'm just like I am not ready for the flag back that I'm gonna get. We already saw this. And I'm like, no shit, but I still have to put it out there. You know. I had 3 devices going at one time, and you know me and
It's
technology.
called keeping a record, because I've always been one to believe that we're all at a different place in this, and you can't assume everybody's on the same timeline as you are. You know,
I've watched it. I just don't have a massive mega gamer computer, nor that kind of, you know, I've had to teach myself every step of the way. I'm like, oh my God. Y'all go look, y'all know my early videos. Even every now and then I'm just like, what the hell were you doing? You know, but I don't know. A lot of people, they fuss because they don't want to read my stuff. And I don't like to read other people's stuff. But they're screenshots. I can't, I am not going to sit there and read them to you.
let me just go ahead and get this out of the way. San Willow, when you talk about the charges for the barrels were dropped, what if in the end that's all they had proof of? Well, I think a lot of y'all recall, all the way from Tennessee, you heard me bitching and complaining about them dropping the conspiracy to commit alteration, destruction, and concealment of evidence. And I'm going to tell you right now, San Willow, as you have commented, I'm just telling you now, it's going to be bad if that's the case. I don't want to believe that, but you have a good point there, San Willow.
Yeah, I mean, I understand. They can also be picked back up, if so. Another aspect. And Jason, I mean, he's just really good at seeing these kind of things. I'm like, go take the damn bar exam, dude. You know, I don't speak legalese. I'm like, what? And he, you know, he's like, well, if they drop those, what else are they doing right now? You know. And
Well,
like,
Nettie makes a good point. They drop those with prejudice, so they can bring them back again. So she is correct on that. Very good
but
point.
who were they dropping at the same time?
Well, all I'm saying is that is the most, almost besides the murders themselves, that's the most disgusting thing. They should have kept it on the agenda. They should have made them talk about it. They should make them get in front of everybody and say, yes, I did this.
Yeah, that's where I'm at. I'm like, you know what? I
Allocute.
didn't come this far to come this far. Now, if I swear, if they plead guilty, sorry, that's a Chad joke, and not guilty, oh my God, I just want to go rip his little perch lips. But oh man, if they pled guilty and then just didn't have to talk, right? Isn't that what happens?
I'm gonna tell you what, I just found a new cool YouTube name on here, Snickers. Now I love Snicker candy bars, but Snickers says they have way more, or they would not have charged what they did. They waited to be very careful. Snickers, great point. And I hope you like Snickers candy bars as much as I do.
I think Snickers is late and she likes to laugh. Maybe we'll.
I know, but I can't help but think about Snickers candy bars.
Me neither. See, and that's why I'm oh God, I need to show y'all pictures of what I used to look like.
Shortcake. I mean, I like shortcake too.
I love freaking sweets. I love some sweets. Chocolate is my favorite. It can't be white chocolate because that's like a lie. I'm like, it's different.
Isabel, how you been doing? How's Isabel Legault doing these days? Are you continuing to do your research and analysis? Is there anything you want to share with us tonight, Isabel Legault?
She's very insightful.
Yes, she really is. She's got a gift.
Yeah. And she's very, I've learned that from Isabel, is that she had, like I say, there's just certain things that connect us to the case, to the cases. I hate that, but I always say case, but it's cases. Okay, I can't deal with those emails coming in right. They're distracting me. But that's something that Isabel and her and I were able to talk, you know, over the phone, over I think in Discord or Messenger or whatever, and we were able to talk. And she shared a very interesting personal story, and she has that compassion that that I'm still working on. You know, I'm still working on being compassionate. And
you are
people
very
who haven't just come straight forward, and I'm just like, oh my God, okay, so you spiritually, you know, slip or whatever, you spiritually cheated on your husband. Oh my God, you know, but that's not my journey, and that's their journey, and I respect their journey. But however, I'm just like, there's victims, like murdered children, even, and innocence, and just this evil. And I understand you don't want to be connected to it, but I wouldn't want to be connected to evil. Like I would be like, I would be, I don't know that, but I'm just saying I woulda, shoulda, coulda, you know, if I would be in her or their shoes or whomever. It's that being quiet stuff that's driven me crazy.
Annette, if you had one question that could be answered about this case, what would it be? Just, you don't have to answer it right off the bat. Just think about it and then chime in when you're ready. Okay.
Sure.
I'd like to know what question would you want answered besides why did they do it? Just one specific question that you have just mowed over in your own mind about.
I guess to me, what I've thought about is, I guess I didn't think it was really a religious thing because they kept getting the money from the kids, like monthly, whatever they're receiving. So I guess I would want to know, was it just financially motivated? Which it seems like, a lot of it was about the money. So all this other stuff is there. But at the end, I feel like a lot of it was about money and greed, which is so sad. But I would like to know, I guess we'd never know
Like
why
that,
they did it.
yes or no, right?
Yeah, like, is all the other stuff just BS to cover for their money?
Fanatical.
Like,
It's
they just wanted like all the cash.
Well, he wrote it like a story. There was no set in stone belief system there. He was dang writing it like a dang 11th grader taking creative writing classes.
Yeah,
I mean, it's
Oh my
pathetic.
It's gross.
yeah.
There was
Sad to
nothing
see, like,
real
we-
about what
people-
nothing real about what they did or believed in. It was
It's
all
real.
just a
Trust me, it's real. That's where I'm like, nope. So many, and I know you don't mean anything by that, KJ. I know you don't. It's real, yes. Nothing real about what he was blowing over her hoo-ha. Sorry. Anyways, but a lot of people would say he's not charismatic. And I'm like, what I kept saying it, and I will always say it didn't make them any less deadly. It did not make them any less deadly. In my world, that's the truth. That is the matter of fact.
Cat Stallsworth says if he were in a creative writing class, he would have been failing. And I agree with that, Cat. Instead, it says all made up to align with what they wanted. So, I mean, these people get it. These people on here understand the situation.
Yeah, we're all freaking smart. Or, working with something. I mean, and he's just such a, but then again, I hold Lori more accountable. She is the damn mother.
Yes.
That is your only damn job. I've done some, like I say, I've not been the best mother. But I don't try to compare myself to Lori. No, there is no comparison. No.
Sister Donka, you're hitting the nail on the head here. I wonder if the religious aspect was no more or less than their way of justifying greed and lust, sinfulness.
Perversion.
I mean, you just can't get more real than that, Sister Donka.
That's it. And it's like, I know that a lot of people got mad at me and maybe still have or whatever for my quest. I didn't go on a lynch mob. I still want to understand, and by me asking questions, if that makes you uncomfortable, then that means I'm poking on where I need to poke, then that makes you grow. Because out of uncomfortable things, we have to get comfortable talking about uncomfortable things if we want to make a difference in this world. If we sit here and we're like, oh my God, my feelings are hurt. You know how many times I heard that? And I'm like, wait, but so it's okay for you to come into this murder forum that's got 2 dead babies and my family, this is my entire family. And I shut my mouth. I'm in there because I want to know the truth. And I don't get all, butthurt. I'm there. And so if I can respect your feelings and I mean, and it, oh, I don't know. That was more towards, in the very beginning. Geez, that was hard. Because it's such an uncomfortable and shitty place that they placed us. It is like the most, you're stuck. And it's like, I want to say something, but I'm scared I'm going to, start a damn war. And maybe not to them, but just towards Lori and Chad, but they perverted it. They are the ones to be angry at. That's where I channel that.
Well, I'll tell you one dang thing. Isabel Legault says Big Chin was controlled by his loin fire. Let me tell you something about that. That man, I don't know what he did for all them years he was Pammy, but Lori must have dang laid it on him like molasses on a biscuit, because I'm just telling you now, that man is going to spend the rest of his life in prison. He better freaking enjoy what he did have in his little novel. He can kiss my Tennessee ass. I'll tell you.
Read that one, KJ. More James Chinese phone book. Thank you, April. Appreciate
April
it.
does. I got a visual on that. You shouldn't have done that to me, April.
Oh man. Ugh. Well,
what Lori had to do, Isabel Legault. Lori, all she had to do was what she'd already learned. You think that woman had to extend herself at all? That woman knew exactly how to seduce a man. She had Lori Chad writing word for word every day
she had
wanted to be.
I'm sorry. She had Arizona witches doing it too. Allegedly. Look at MG. She's like, oh, hi, Lori. Am I pretty? You want to brush my hair? my head is so hot. I'm like, it's freaking menopause. You old bat. Freaking menopause. We're dealing with it right now. Fuck it up.
I love you too, Jennifer Dillon. Let me tell y'all something. Lori and Chad, they ain't no dang soap opera as the world turns. It's more like In Hell You Burn. I mean,
as the world burns. Yeah.
Annette, what do you think of Lori? You think Lori's an attractive woman and Chad's this new book that's come out where they talk about Chad as this tall man?
He is tall.
I don't get it.
We didn't know they could stack shit that high. It turns out they can. Okay, I quit.
We just need you and Kay to get together and write your own book and blow this dang stupid writer out of the water. Y'all would make a killing. I mean, yeah, I know it's not what your motivation for it, but dang, at least get the truth out there instead of all this sensational bullshit.
I think there's a time and a place, and we'll know when that is. Like, I can't see me actually sitting down and writing a book and following one sentence to the next. So my notes crack me up. Oh my God. All the times I would go to post something and I'd run out of characters or whatever. And I'd be like, oh my God, I done turned it into a whole story myself, because I'm just like, oh, and then anyways, you'll have to see it one day. And it's that I crack myself up. So I know. I mean, I even doodle stuff and I run across it and I'm like, that's hilarious. Sometimes I'm like, oh my God, girl, you were very angry.
Isabel Legault says, hey, Crush, I want to wish April Passy all the luck possible to her knee surgery today. Can you please pray for her to have a smooth and perfect recovery?
Definitely. April Passy she took the Love Always Wins. And we had a lady in the Doomsday group on Facebook. And her name is Stephanie. And her daughter passed away And April made a hanky, and she stitched, cross stitched, I guess, love always wins. And I was like, oh my God. When you see that going forward, that drives you. That's where I see them. That's where their spirits live. That's where they just, their light is so bright that, oh my God, it's just, it's beautiful. And so that's, I appreciate Isabel. I appreciate April. Yes, we definitely want her to, she'll be back. That's what I say. She'll be back.
Honey Lewis says, hi, everyone. I'm catching up here. Late as usual. Listening while I work. Well, cunning linguist,
Oh yeah.
don't work too hard.
I thought about cunning linguists the other day. I was like, oh, yeah. I just see people and then I don't. But I think about everybody.
You have a lot of people that care a lot about you, and you do well.
They care about this. They're I mean, I get it. I appreciate it. It's, again, it's something that you just are like, hell to the no. Oh my God, there's a whole public. Look, I mean, I've seen some things that, like the laundries and and the mobs, and I'm just like, oh my God. And it gets kind of crazy. But then it's like, we're not on that side. Like Mom said, if you don't want to be in jail, then don't murder people. It's a very simple freaking concept, So, like when John Pryor, he always wants to get Chad out, get the charges dropped. I'm like, are you high? Literally, are you high right now? You gotta be, dude. I guess give him an A for effort.
Annette, if you had to pick only one, I know I'm shooting these questions to you, but I just figured you might answer just to kind of figure you out a little bit. Of the three, between Chad, Lori, and Alex, who do you think actually did most of the physical actions?
That's a tough one. I don't know. I really don't know. Like, they all seem crazy to me. Like, I feel like they could all have been in it. Like, if it was poison, they could have all been involved in getting it or administering. I don't know. Like, because she was known to break up value or different things and put it in the kid stuff. So she could have easily been the one who killed them. I don't know, because we don't know how they died. So I guess if they died violently, maybe it would be one of the men more so. But if it was just like a poison, I don't know. I really don't know.
To me, like a poison is more what a woman. That's more of a woman's.
Lori was the Jim Jones.
Yeah, but of course she wore the pants, so
it could have been her. And they just did the cleanup. Maybe they're just the cleanup team. I don't know.
Yeah, you think about this. If Lori didn't know this was all happening or whatever, she just thought Chad and Alex was going to take care of it, and she didn't really know what was going on. I mean, do you not think Chad is going to do whatever he can do to please his queen. He's not going to do anything that she doesn't agree with. There ain't nobody going to tell me that woman didn't know what was happening.
Yeah, then you wouldn't cover for the person after if you found out, if you realize they did that.
Hell no.
Report them, and you would, call the police or you do something. But yeah, like, she had to be involved for sure. And I think she could have been the one that actually did it. I don't know. It's hard to say. She seems pretty nasty person. Like,
I wouldn't want to be her Sally. Sometimes I do, and then I'm like, no.
Sherry Gilson says, absolutely, Lori is still running the show.
Yes, and this is what she does. I agree with you 100%, and I've known that since I saw her, since before court with the chair. When she came into court, you could see her boogers.
Yeah, and Katie H says, no, you'd freak the hell out if you didn't weren't in on it, and wake up and your son was missing, and daughter for that fact.
Or vice versa. You wouldn't sit there and say, okay, well, she's an empty nester.
Or Charles committed suicide to a teacher. I mean, you know.
Or yeah, it changed. It evolved. And then the other day I ran across that that video clip. There's a guy from ABC, Marcus or whatever, in Hawaii, and he catches up with Chad. This is after Lori's arrested, and he's like, you know, are the kids, you know, tell me about the kids. And he's like, oh, and I was like, oh my God, come on, I thought you said it. I thought you said, you know, they're fine. That'd have been great.
Let me tell you what, there's one thing on the
Digital.
I have where we say truth, logic, common sense. Well, I'll tell you what, this Lisa Green says, if you don't know, you don't stand by him when your kids are dead in his yard. And that's a common sense. Anybody would know this. That tells me everything I need to know.
Yep. And they Eminem allegedly up until the 2020 thing or whatever that 48-hour thing was, the fake cry thing. Before that, that's their stepmom. I mean, they got along. They went to Disneyland and stuff. You know, on their mother's. I can't.
Oh my gosh, Katie H just hooked me on this one.
Wow.
I'm not a shallow person, but Janice needs to lay off the bleach blonde a bit. Maybe add some light brown lowlights for contrast. Just way too fake bleach blonde. Katie H.
Hey, I've said, I think I know where the kids are. I was like, okay, was that bad?
Hey, Katie H, 2 words, cottage cheese.
Yeah. Yep. I heard it through the grapevine. Oh, I don't know. I slept under the same roof with these people, y'all. It's crazy. Telling you, you're like,
Did you ever get any vibes from her? Like anything that was like
time. I had my daughter was a baby, and we were all at this big ranch, this multi-million-dollar ranch in Austin, and that's when I met her. That's when I guess we all met her. I have no idea. But I know that they were already married, even though I thought, I don't know, at that time, I was just there for the party. No, but I had my 2 kids too. And so the boys, they all hung out in the bunkhouse. It was really cool. And then my daughter, she was little. And so Tylee was 3. I remember her vaguely, like being that little. I've seen Colby more than I've seen Tylee. She just, you know, she didn't come down, and I didn't go up. I didn't go in the airplanes. But so, I mean, other than that, I wonder if, because I'm a pretty intuitive person, but no, I didn't pick up any. She used to like color my hair, you know, like she'd come in and she'd color our hair, and that's what I'm saying. She love bombs.
okay.
She really does. She's just like, oh, you're so pretty, and she really seems genuine. And you're just like, okay,
Does she talk like that?
She's a little. Come on, I know you have a cramp or something. You know, I know you have a damn cramp every now and then, or something, because you can't be that bubbly all the damn time. No. And I've asked my daughter this. My daughter is 16, and she, out of all of us, really, you know, she was the closest as far as like being influential, like influenced. And God, that goes through your mind. You're like, oh my God, what did she say? has she told you anything? But you don't want to traumatize them anymore. They already are. But she was so super close to JJ and Uncle Charles and Tylee and Lori. I mean, like, she'd go there for a couple weeks, and the last text I have from Uncle Charles is him asking if Ashlyn can go for the summer. Because I mean, her and JJ and Zach, my three, our three, well, my two, and my JJ is biologically my brother's son. So it's kind of weird. I know it's weird, but they were the only cousins, blood cousins. But even though JJ was adopted and he became my cousin, I guess you could say. I know it changed the dynamics. It's different, but it's like, you know what? That's okay. And this is obviously, I hate to say, when it's so evil and you're just like, but it's God's plan. Anyways, I just know that everything there just has to be a reason that these things play out. And I just, I want to be the aunt that I feel he deserves, that I always wanted to be, that I never got to be, really, but he was awesome. I just really wasn't close to Tylee. I didn't know her that well, but I mean, that doesn't mean that I love that little girl. Nobody, I don't care who the hell you are besides these freaks. Mm-mm. She just wanted to be loved by her mother. That's all.
Well, Lori didn't deserve a daughter like Tylee, and she didn't deserve JJ, and obviously she didn't think that way either. But I just want to bring y'all's attention to April Passey's on here. April, I hope your surgery went well.
Where? I think that's April
Passey.
Does. April. I don't know if it's just all I see is April Does. Or do you see Passy? I don't know. I saw a comment scrolling.
Yeah, she's on here because she said at Sherry, that was an evil look.
There she is. All right. We found her.
Just wanted to let you know we're thinking of you, April.
Yes, ma'am. You're gonna have. Wait, did you have it today? Like, I'm trying to think. You're gonna have it tomorrow, the surgery, right? Somebody help.
Or has she already had it? I thought she already had it and that she was doing okay now.
Either way.
Isabel says she's here, so.
Right? That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, Isabel says maybe half here, just coming out of surgery.
Oh, right. We have fun with her.
I bet she's feeling real good. I bet they give her something real good to keep her comfortable.
Whoop, whoop. Oh, yeah. I totally get that, Katie. She feels for Tylee. My mom was narcissistic growing up. It's tough when your life is about fulfilling your parents' needs instead of being encouraged to become your own person. Yep. Bingo.
Very insightful, Katie H.
Yeah. And it's crazy because, yes, prayers. That's why I clicked it up there. I'm sorry. I'm not a good clicker, and that's why I need to add KJ to the role model, and that way she can click on the things.
Christine Saab, how are you doing, hon?
Good at that. Oh, she's on her way home. I hope you know. Okay, as long as you're not driving. And if so, head on down to the IDHW. Just kidding.
There's just a lot of people on this that I recognize that are just, even the ones that aren't are just so wonderful people. I mean, really, sincerely.
It's great.
This is the way I've always looked at it. They see things through their own eyes, and they see things that perhaps I don't see. And so it helps me to, you know, it's not necessarily that I'm going to embrace what they're going to tell me, but
Reflection.
you know, it's really cool to meet so many wonderful different people. It really is.
Yeah. It, to me, like, it's reflection. I have got to balance myself. You know, so I listen to, I what,
Well, you're in the middle of all this, Cresha, and
but
sometimes,
it's still just as important to
yeah,
me.
it's hard to step out and look in when you're when
Yeah,
it's family, you know.
I'll agree with you on that one. I
But
will.
I think you've been doing an incredible job. Annette, how are you doing, hon? Are you getting warmed up over there?
It's gone down
Oh,
quite a
my.
bit, so I'm stopped sweating.
still
I
not
just want to
taking-
say that I love both of your voices.
Oh.
So your
Well, I love
voices are awesome. I could listen to them all day. Like,
Well, I love your voice too, Annette. You've got your voice yourself. Everybody has their own voice. And you know what, Annette? You're the only you're ever going to be, honey.
yeah, yeah.
There's never going to be another one of you in this whole entire world ever.
Isn't that awesome, though?
Yeah.
How you choose to live your life is your own. It's your own decisions, your own life. You seem like a very well-rounded, wonderful person.
Thank
Yeah.
you. Both of you do too. That's why I jumped on the call as on the video. I was like, I gotta say hi today.
Yeah, I'm glad. I'm glad. I mean,
Yeah.
it's just, it's important. And instead of holding it in or just mulling things over, just sometimes, I mean, I mean, even if somebody's like, oh my God, why are they talking about that? You know, I've ran into rooms and they're like, no, let's not talk about the Daybell case. And I get it, right? Right? Let's not. But
Most of the people on here, the reason they listen to people that are trying to share what they know or what they can on this case is a lot of these people realize that you have to look beyond what they're saying and really hear what it is they're trying to share with you. And I think these people are very insightful, and it has given me a more positive outlook on life because, you know, when you don't meet all these people and stuff, you don't know how the world really is. All you have is all these terrible news articles or things of this and that and how people treat one another. But then you meet a bunch of people that are really nice and loving and caring and want to help and be supportive. And like I've always said, I encourage anyone and everyone to support Cresha in any way that you possibly can. She's open to Patreon. She's, you know, she's doing everything in her power to be the best that she can. And she is the only voice for Charles and JJ, and really for this case as a whole. Now, she might not want that badge, but it's just the reality of it. And other people can go out here and they can act like, you know, this is just another storyline to them. But this is something that touches Cresha at her very core. And for her to even be on here sharing the way she does tells you everything you need to know about her. This is not easy for her, but she's doing it because she cares. And she loves everyone, and she wants to be clear about her motivations.
intentions. Yeah. It's like, I don't really know what I don't know what it looks like yet. I don't know. Again, that's that Polaroid picture that just has yet to develop. But every time I'm doing this and I look and I'm like, okay, it becomes a little more clearer.
Well, it's a process, and nobody needs to pressure you or push you into one way or the other. And you need to be careful about who you
That's me
listen
doing
to.
that. I mean, that's just me kind of sharing what it look like, an analogy, what it looks like to me from my perspective. It's me trying to make sense of what's heads or tails, and just your world to stop spinning. That's first, and for the gut punches to stop. And then, you know, you're like, okay, all right.
How many of us are ever know? I mean, how many of us are ever going to know what it feels like to be a family member in a situation like this?
I don't want you to. I don't want anybody to ever feel it. I don't.
I know you wouldn't, but the fact is this is reality, and you're a realist. And if people don't realize how valuable and precious your voice is, then they just need to take a walk, as far as I'm concerned. That's the way I feel about it.
Well, that's because you're a realist also. And you have, your own personal experiences. I'm telling you, it's something we connect in. We connect with. I feel, I mean, whether we don't agree with each other at all, or whatever, I still have the same. I still have a respect for anybody who dedicates themselves. You don't have to, rub me the right way. Just don't get in my way.
And Tina V sums it up. I think you are an amazing human, Crescia. God bless you. And you don't take compliments very well, Crescia. These people are not trying to stroke your ego. They're trying to be there to tell you the truth and be supportive of you. And how you doing, Leanne Ferguson?
Thank you. I am trying. It's different. You don't see your. I don't. It's like not what I'm here for. I'm just being as real as I can be. I mean, I even still feel like I don't let it all out. My grandfather told me the best thing about a woman is her mystery. And I was like, oh my gosh, okay. For the longest, I took that. God, I was dressed for homecoming. I was like, oh my God, he thinks I look like a slut. But that's my self-perception. That was me, how I felt about myself. So there you go. It's just like, he really meant well by that, I get it now. That I think really that's anybody's edge, it's just the best thing about him is their mystery. You don't want to know everything.
Rotary Dial says send love and hit the like button. Thumbs up.
Oh, thank you. I forget. But I do go like my own videos. I'm like, come on. But that's what I do. I do it for everybody. I go and like. I have so many subscriptions, it's unreal.
And DC Babos, is it DC Babos? Babos. Sorry, DC Babos, if I'm saying it wrong.
Thank you.
And Isabel Legault needs to talk to you. And April Does says perception is everything.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, because some people don't get that. Perception is not very deep, and a lot of these people, I'm like, woo.
Annette, do you share yourself openly about your perceptions and the things that you see in this case, or do you is this just in this little focus point now, or do you talk to other people about this case or anything like that?
A few people, like my sister and my neighbor, but not too many people, because but I do, like I said, I watch Crescia's whenever she goes live and different things on it.
That's your heart.
But not a lot of things on it now. Now I've narrowed it down, because there used to be like so many things, and now just watch a few things. But this is my first to like drop in and actually talk to you guys. So like,
I'm glad.
They're like, okay, I'm taking the plunge.
I'm glad.
Yeah.
It's Bab.
Yeah, I'm gonna start making my own videos, not true crime, like not anything.
I know, why not? I mean,
I will start.
You need to do it, Annette.
The creators who have covered this and that cover this, much freaking respect. That's all I gotta say, because it is a damn. It's a labor of love, and I'm like, okay, it'll come back. It just doesn't even matter right now. You're just.
Annette, you need to bite the bullet, Annette, and just get started. And don't worry what people think. Don't care. It's ridiculous. Because if you're going to worry about what people think, just don't even do it.
I
Just don't look
know.
at the comments.
My channel's gonna. I'm a professional organizer, so it's gonna be about organizing.
Oh,
But
That's
cool.
Jen.
I have
Jen.
I kind of like Kresha. Like I would not want it to be in front of the camera and like talk to people, but it's ready. It's I need to do
Well,
it.
I think you have a very nice personality, and I think you got a pretty smile, and I think you speak
You're
quite clearly,
warm.
and I think you need to consider it and
Okay, thank you.
just really do it and make sure that you do it because you want to do it, not because
Yeah.
of any
Right.
other. Just do it as like Kresha. She's doing it because this is a passion and something she believes in. She has a understanding that no one else is going to be able to understand, and you have an understanding of things that you're interested in, and share yourself with the world. We're all going to die one day. Come
Yeah.
on, man, get out there. And I say this to everyone here on that is viewing tonight. If you can get out there and share yourself with other people, no matter what the subject matter is, you're sharing yourself and you're not being selfish, and you're showing that person that you really are, that you were the only you that you ever were going to be, and that's important to the world.
Yeah. It's easy to hide. Like
You're
it
getting a
feels
lot of
good
love
to
in
hide behind, like just
it sucks.
yeah.
It sucks. But I mean, I'm really blessed to, I mean, I have to find the silver for me. I have to find the silver lining in this. I'm like, nope, F that. Evil don't win. No, nope. I won't accept it because I see this from, I'm very intuitive. I'm very spiritual. I don't know. It's freaking weird.
Me too. I feel that way too.
And
I
I'm
feel
deep. I don't know. And so it's like, you see this and there's so much murder and then I'm like, well, is it just because I'm now paying attention to it or what? But I remember not ever watching the news forever because it would just really wipe me, it would wipe me out or just make me depressed or anxious normally. And so I didn't choose this, but I was built for this. God's been preparing me. Ha 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 ha. Not in any heinous or dark devil way.
in an uplifting way.
I mean, I've done my dirty deeds. But no, I mean, I'm human and we're all human. And I mean, that's all we can do is just try to be the bigger person, try to be the better person. Turn the other cheek, but don't let nobody push you over. Don't let anybody mute you. That's been that bothers me. That's where I'm like, why the hell am I trying to be their voice when I can't even find mine? Like I was stuttering so bad, and I still have spells of it where I just, mom too, we just kind of, and I'm like, well, it's trauma, and we just have to remind ourselves to slow down, that it's okay to take our time. Whoever's going to be there is going to be there. Whoever's not. I mean, it's okay. I mean, KJ, we were saying the other day that it's just like we're vessels and we're just, crossing paths right now. And it's really awesome what the tragedies have brought together. That to me is just like, that is just the beauty of it. It's just something that can never be extinguished.
Let me tell you something, the dichotomy, the difference between what you just said and what these evil, diabolical people did in order to make their imprint in life, or whatever the hell you want to call it.
Yeah.
You think about what they did. You think about what they did to get their notoriety now. Well, their notoriety is going to be nothing more than a prison number on a jumpsuit.
That's what I want. I cannot wait. I told Mom that too. I said, I want to call them inmate number blah, 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 because that is exactly what, not that I want to stoop. I'm not one to stoop, but I'll be down. No, no, they didn't just wipe them out. They dehumanized them. They detached from them. They named them other people. They called them dark portals and zombies and my mother even, I'm just like, oh my God, there's still people on their hit list. And so it's just like, give me that damn list and let me slap the shit out of you with it. Inmate.
Well, Christine Saab, let me tell you something about old Chatty Boy. Chatty Boy's going to have to meet Bubba. And Chatty Boy's going to have to meet other guys in there in that prison. And I'll tell you something else, Lori, she's not going to get to bleach that hair of her like her mama's. She's going to have to start selling her services of her hairdressing experience in her prison cell and hope to heck that somebody doesn't dang slit her throat in the middle of the dang night. That's just the way it is.
Hey, you get what you put out,
And Snickers is right. They need to throw him in a cell with Bubba.
I don't care what his name is. He can be inmate number. I don't care. It could be a couple Bubbas. I don't care. I don't know. It's nuts. It's nuts. They're nuts. And they don't win. And I know, I saw that in Uncle Charles's correspondence with Taylor Larson, his attorney. And he said that Uncle Charles told Taylor via email, he was like, email or text, I don't remember. And he said that he was going back. He said, we're going back home. And I say we because Lori's back. A lot of explaining, less, I don't remember verbatim. But he said, JJ's over the moon. And he said, love always wins. And I was like, it does. It will. I'll see to it. Make sure it does. No. But that encompassed who he was. That is him. And that's that integrity. That's that poise, that chivalry. He wasn't perfect, but he I don't know. He was a good man. He didn't deserve that, and none of them did. That's not where I'm going with this, but it just it's the law. Love always wins. And once these cases get adjudicated, and we don't have that justice for Tylee, JJ, Tammy, Joe, Charles, Brandon, the list goes on. That justice and that hashtag go away, and I want something where the law, love, will apply and it encompasses the whole. That's hard to do, like encompass everything and embrace, you know what I mean, like an umbrella. It just kind of covers all the victims so that it can speak for them one way or another. I don't know how it's going to work, but in my mind, it's going to work. And I've just been kind of doggy paddling. And me and my parents have talked here and there, and we're just trying to get there. And we are. They are. And it's like I'm not doing, this is not for fun. This is not what I ever was like, oh yeah, that's what I want to do. But it grabbed me. It changed me. this changed my entire trajectory. It gave me reason. It gave me purpose. My mom told this to Rob Wood. She said, I've never seen my daughter so driven and so ambitious and just so persistent. And I was just like, I am your daughter. Yeah, you know? But that's the first time I ever heard my mom say that about me either, too. And I was like, oh. It was nice to hear that, especially her telling Rob Wood that, you know.
Trudy says it will work out. Talking about it gives JJ and Charles a voice.
I guess I want all of them to. I want, it just, I don't know.
Guys, I'm gonna get some wood.
Uh-oh.
Let's watch Annette get some wood. Everybody,
better than the clocks we got last time.
Annette's got to put some wood in her fire there.
And the loin fire.
Right.
Fire of the loin.
This is not a loin fire.
You damn right it's not.
No,
She didn't expect to give us a tutorial on what to do when you put wood in the fire.
First bid.
All about it. Tell us, Annette. Talk to us.
Okay, I'm opening the wood fire here, and you gotta be careful, guys.
She threw her hair back
Use your
too.
stick, 'cause I've been burned. If you touch any part of the fire, this wood stove, you will get burned. So be careful.
Get a girl, they're saying.
And what kind of wood is best for the wood stove, Annette?
Where we are in Newfoundland, it's birch and spruce.
Oh wow.
Because they burn slowly, right?
They burn slowly, yeah. And you have to get, I'm just learning, but you have to get it cut 2 years. Like you have to store it for 2 years before you can burn it.
Wow.
So I have to buy wood. The wood I buy this year, I'll only be able to use it in 2 years because it needs to like get all the moisture.
Yeah, 2 hurricanes. You could have had all the wood in the world. Like, why are they not taking all the damn wood, all the trees that fell down? Why are they not milling them through and then building some more damn houses? That just makes no sense to me.
Annette, what's the degrees outside right now where you're at?
We're in Celsius. So here it's about minus 15 Celsius. I don't know what that is in Fahrenheit.
My God, we're talking about cabin fever, girl. You're going to be in the house for days.
It's cold, and it's snowy. And that's why you need the wood stove. Because this wood stove, I just like to say, saves a lot of money. Because before the wood stove, hydro costs could be like $300-400 to heat this small little house. And now with the wood stove, it's like $60 a month.
And it's not a dry heat to me. To me, it's like you don't wake up and you're like wanting to slap somebody.
Yeah,
like,
it's a beautiful.
Turn the heater on. Oh my God! Just told you to get the chill out.
I feel like a lot of people should get into wood stoves if they can do it in their homes because they save a lot of money and
they smell good.
You're not, yeah, it smells good.
Oh gosh, she converted it for us. Oh my gosh, I think. Okay, I hope I'm not lagging. I probably am. I'm old lag.
Well, Ned, I'll be looking for you to open your YouTube channel. I'll subscribe to you if you'll teach me something, okay?
Okay, I'll give you great organizing tips. And I'm going to be doing one-on-one. So if you guys want to call in to me and organize, that's my thing.
Oh, we can start with my notes.
That'll be awesome.
There we go.
One section. You know, I was like, I just want to document it.
Very excited for you, Annette. Don't put it off now, hon.
No, I will do. I'm glad I have this encouragement from you guys because I filmed like a bunch of stuff about food. Okay, this is gonna sound strange, but it's for food prep. And I know the Mormons are really into food preps, but so am I, but for very different reasons. I mean, not because of the first.
Don't leave me without food. I'll be hungry.
I ain't Mormon or anything, but as long as I got a big supply of those zingers or ding dongs or Twinkies. I gotta have my Twinkies. They stay good. Do you know how long a Twinkie can be? stored.
Yeah, I heard it could be like forever,
Oh, I watched
right?
a zombie movie. Double tap. Chad,
Twinkies are always eatable.
right?
That is
So
so
you're
scary.
Woody Harrelson.
So scary.
Woody Harrelson. I knew it. uh,
So let's hear from our the people on here. Do y'all have any questions that we don't know the answers to that you might want to ask?
what about fear?
Oh, fear is on Thursday.
I know.
And
I
then
was like, what's the
February.
opposite of fear?
And then we'll go at, you know, I think there was a misunderstanding to a lot of people. They thought that I was just going to stop doing my emotions and stuff. Y'all know me. I can't hold back my emotions. But no, every Thursday is going to be about an emotion, and it's going to be application to this case. And it helps us to get an overall environmental view of things. And what I'm telling you isn't necessarily something you have to embrace, but it gets you to thinking about how you feel about certain things. There are so many perspectives out there, and I appreciate every one of them. But yeah, we're going to continue on the emotional roller coaster of this case, and I hope y'all will all join in if you can. If not,
I do too.
that's cool too, because we've always got to be here for Crescia no matter what. And I mean that.
I appreciate it. I mean, my family does. We do. It's they'll get comfortable, like my aunts and my uncles, and they'll get there. And I just want to show them, hey, this is what I've been kind of working on. It's not much, but it needs us. This is that platform, and it needs us. It needs every one of us, whomever's up to the task. I don't know. I've just been kind of co-creating, but not really knowing what I was doing at all. I just wanted to kind of.
Isabel Legal, let me tell you something. Chad is writing a new book in jail.
Oh my God.
I hate to be the bearer of bad news to everyone, but there are actually people that would buy that crap. And
Right.
The judge needs to come out with an order. I've said this more than once. He needs to come out with an order that these dang murdering diabolical people should not get any kind of monetary gain from this case. And that's just the way I see it.
Right. I concur.
Yep.
I really do. It drives me insane that their books are still on the shelves.
Leanne Ferguson says, I don't have any questions. I just want to say I'm here and I support you all.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Leanne Ferguson, you've done so much to contribute in your work, in your perspective. I appreciate everything.
That's what I plan on doing. I mean, I was just walking through life, popping bubbles and shit. I was so unaware, and not that I want anybody to be hyper aware, but it's like I am I'm woke. Here comes that woke again, and I don't know. I still, after Alex died or whatever, and I was like, Mom, I was just checking on them and everything. Thank you, Jennifer. I was checking on Mom and them, just seeing how they were doing security wise, and she was like, "Boy, their murder's dead," and I was like, "Oh, what about the rest of them?" I don't know what we're dealing with. I don't see anybody. So anybody can hide behind a damn keyboard and be a keyboard warrior like Hector Sosa, allegedly. I hate that word. Can't wait till I can burn it in your fire over there, wherever.
Boss Cookie says, I'm here to support Crescia and family.
I want some cookies. Thank you. Appreciate it. But Hector Sosa, allegedly saying that he would digitally destroy And I'm thinking, okay, so the cop sat there and argued with my uncle about spiritually destroying versus physically destroying. And he was like, no, physical harm. He couldn't, he tried.
Cunning linguist, if Chad had a title for a book that he wrote in jail, it would be My Athletic Shorts Sent Me to Hell.
Oh, yeah. That is,
Oh, goodness.
that's good. Thank you, Chelsea. That's what Jen preaches, self-care. And I'm like, what the hell are you talking about? What is self-care? But I get it. She's actually the first person, or maybe it just got to that point. I don't know, but I just know that she was there, and so was everybody. Just at that time, for the first time, like without me just being exhausted and like, passing out, reading whatever. It's like I actually took a break, like 48 hours, and it was nice, but it was odd. But it's just, she provided that safety net for me, helped me find it in myself. I love it. It's a healing journey, and the paths you cross, the people, that's where it's at. Larry even, he talks about it a lot. Mom's a lot, as far as like, I guess because people are like, oh, you're the best grandparent, grandparent. And I guess, I don't know from their perspective. I don't know. I can't speak for them. I can only imagine. And how I already don't take compliments well. But we kind of tend to beat ourselves up. And we tend to be our worst critic, and I'm saying that to myself, but I'm learning. It's a process. It's a journey, but it's not one you have to walk alone.
And those are beautiful, beautiful sentiments, and those are beautiful feelings that are coming from you, Crescia, and it makes me feel so inadequate because Rotary Dial said to Cunning Linguist that Chad's new book would be called Fire in the Hole, and all I got to say, there wasn't no fire in that hole. That was dang going inside of a cold damn igloo, if you know what I mean.
Oh my God, that's awesome. Fire in the hole. Yep. The end. Literally. Wow. Well, I'm glad. Janine says, hey, Crash, almost forgot. April Passy just reminded me, listening with earbuds in one ear while we're in board meeting, but wanted you to know that I'm supporting you, my sweet friend. That's so awesome. And I got to wear, because it was actually cold enough. Where's it at? Oh, I actually have my jacket. This is what I was presented with when I went to Rexburg. Oh, you can see.
Oh, that's cool.
It's like it's a jacket like Nate Eaton wears. Kind of.
Can you get me?
Mine's cooler.
I want one.
Whoop.
Oh man.
Right?
So awesome.
I mean, I don't.
Oh, you looking good, girl.
I love it.
Good. Look
They're
at
amazing
that.
people.
They
are
good.
amazing people, not just for this, just this jacket, it warms your body for the moment, but they warm your soul,
It fits you well, Crescia.
Well, it's my job. So it's awesome. It's awesome. I just love that community. I love this community. It's beautiful. It's where I see them. It is warm. It's a very warm, good windbreaker, and it was very generous. It was nice, and it was my first time being in Rexburg, my only time, and I can't wait to go back and ride snowmobiles, and it's beautiful, beautiful. Even looking, Mom showed me like the way I envisioned it, even the way, I don't care how many times you do the aerials over the damn property until you actually go there, you're like, but I thought it was back here. It just didn't make for me. Maybe that was just me and my little mind was a little sensitive. But just to see, just to be where they were, that's important. They're not, I understand that's, I don't know. It's just part of it for me. It's not for everybody, but it is for me. So I don't know. I do feel bad for Tammy. I'm just, she was way too good for him. And it sucks. Yeah. Her birthday's the day after mine.
But he got what he deserved. Yeah. Annette, do you think Chad got what he deserved? Getting with Miss Hoary Lori? What do you think?
I think he got what he deserved now, but I don't know. Whatever. I think it's just pretty crazy what his wife put up with and what she had to suffer through his craziness. Most people just get divorced. He went insane on her for no reason, which I don't. It's crazy to think about.
Oh yeah, well he's telling Lori that Julie Rose out there knocking on Tammy's door. I mean, how crazy does one person have to be? I mean, and then to deal with it all, he's calling Lori at his wife's funeral. How despicable can one man be?
Yeah, I learned not to say those questions. I don't do the how. It's like a challenge. It's like, nope. Let me show you how. And then they do.
To me, it's mind-blowing that he got to keep the money. He still had that insurance money. It was never just taken away from him once he was arrested. I can't believe he still had access to it. It's like, what?
And it retained his attorney and his wife's attorney.
Yes. How is that? I thought they would just freeze those funds, if that would be possible. But I guess once they pay out, they pay out.
Well, now he's charged with insurance fraud, and the bottom line is he's going DOWN. He's going down, and that blood money is gone. It is GONE. It is out the door.
Yeah.
What was witty? I'm trying to keep up. I don't know. Cunning linguist, she said it so witty. My counselor told me one time, she said that sarcasm is anger's ugly sister. And I was like, I told Mom that, and she was like, I thought it meant you were smart. I was like, we are. We are smart. Smart asses.
Janine Hanson says, love your jacket. So glad you're sharing it tonight. You and your incredible family are honorary citizens of Rexburg, Idaho. The mayor was so pleased that we gave them to y'all. And I love the y'all, Janine. I love that y'all.
Yeah, she's going to be my mom. She don't know how to say it quite yet. I'm like, well, you got to learn. She just, her and her husband, Clint, Janine takes care of basically the memorial fence for Tylee and JJ.
Is that the one where she was in the video?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Janine, what a lovely lady.
Right. I mean, just eloquent and just always so heartwarming. Just nothing, even with her own burdens, it took me a minute to even, not a minute, it took me a couple of years to realize that that like that it shook this entire community. And so I'm like, why the hell did they not have grief counselors? Like I don't know. We just kind of talked about that not long ago, and it blows my mind now. You know, it hindsight.
Well, I'll tell you one dang thing. They didn't give Melanie P. Was it a victim's advocate over there in Utah?
Whatever one.
I got to do what my Aunt Lori tells me. Aunt Lori
She
tells me this is the way to go.
She can work them caps. And he's like, shut up. I was like, thank you. God.
I really think that that hearing on Thursday where John Pryor is going to be doing those motions, I think what this is just my opinion. I think he has read through the transcripts. The transcripts were given late, and he realizes now that this other stuff that's went on with the second grand jury, and I think that they're somehow wanting to incorporate some kind of evidence in there that refutes any of that so that they can dismiss, I don't know, the first or the second grand jury. But that's just my opinion. I might be wrong, but it just all seems to be pointing in that direction.
Do you think that something's going to come to pass?
No, I think he got a copy of the first grand jury that indicted his client, and the second one involved his client, Chad Daybell, but I think it has other aspects possibly, and he's trying to say, well, I've read the second one, and this is something that we know we can refute in the evidence that was provided, that whatever outcome that was.
Yeah.
I mean, I know this is just hypothesis, Kresha, but it just seems that he's leaning. He even said it himself on that last hearing. He said new evidence has come about, or new things have happened, and so that's just that's a guess on my part. Anyway, does anybody want to chime in on that?
Leanne Person says, "No, he's too late in the game." That's what she says. I like it. That's so sweet.
Chelsea Jackman says, I don't see the honorable voice letting this one slide.
Right.
Chelsea Jackman, we want that dang January 2023 court date. That's what we want. Everybody wants it. We'd like to have it sooner. You know how I am with my patients. But the bottom line is that if they can stall this and continue to stall this is just going to cause more hate from everyone about the judicial process, and this is going to cause more hurt,
right? And
for other people, especially the victims' families and
their families. God dang.
I've always been one to believe that the adjudication process, it has all eyes on things, that this has to be public for the most part, except for the sealed areas. And now it's like I'm getting to where I'm really starting to not like this process at all.
Right.
And I don't know if it's because I'm being impatient. It possibly is, though. I don't know.
I mean,
yes, Nettie, I am going to go over there to Boise, Idaho. I'm going to be there. And El Mom, you need to get on here. You need to come on, girl. Get on. The link's up above. Just come on in, girl.
Come on in.
My battery's running low, and I'm gonna have to hop off here. I love you all, Kresha. You're the best that ever was. I love all of y'all. There is the link right there, El Mom. So get on there. To all of y'all, thank y'all for allowing me to ramble on. I'll see some of y'all, maybe more, in the Ray Room on Thursday. And Kresha, I love you, honey. I'll be here for you. And just let all y'all know that Kresha deserves the best. And that's what we have here. And I just appreciate her. So, Crescia, au revoir. I love
Keep
you.
on looking. I love you too.
Keep on looking.
Hi and bye.
All right. Ah.
I can't even extend this. What the hell, man?
She got you to bite, so she could. It was all bite and hook, whatever. I don't know. I'll mess up a wet dream.
My volume is really shitty on this. What's going on? Hold on.
And this is Nita. Nita.
Hello.
The way I
Hey,
said it
Mom,
to.
I watch all your videos too.
Oh,
And I love-
She's
and subscribe,
organized.
so.
She's an organizer. I was like, oh yes.
what? I can't hear. Hold on. Hold on. 1 second. I don't know what the hell I gotta do.
You should have seen me the first 15 minutes ish. Oh, that was crazy.
I think I got makeup on it. I think I got too much makeup on it. Hold on. I'm gonna get in on my laptop. I'll see you in a sec. Just a quick sec.